Yesterday I was working on the map. I recorded another video talking about the map and one of the challenges we face when we are building the map. In this video, I will talk about another challenge we face when we are building the map. It's the data visualization. How do we visualize the data? Why it is important? I will give you the use case we have. The use case we have 3,000 locations need to be present on the US. So it's a lot of data and it is dynamic. Those are location represent events. So this week we have some events. Next week they may be removed from the map, and then we have another event. So it is dynamic. So we need a way to present 3,000 location or more or less, and at the same time user can easily scan those locations and see them. So what did we do to solve this issue? So basically the keyword is clustering. We cluster. What's clustering? We group the locations. So if we have one marker and then we have 5 markers around this marker, then we group those 5-6 markers together in one marker, and then we group another maybe 10 markers together nearby in one marker, and so on. So instead of see 3,000 markers, we only see 100 markers. Represent 100 group of markers. And the more you zoom in, you will have actual markers represent actual location, not a group. So a marker doesn't belong to a group. You zoom in, you will see less groups, and then more markers represent actual locations. They don't belong to any group. This way, you will have all the 3,000 locations, and it is very easy to visualize. And if you zoom in, you will see more details. You zoom in, you see more details. That's how we visualize a lot of data on the map. Another extra layer we add is filtering. So, for example, user is not interested in all those locations. He's interested only on the locations which will have events which are going to happen next week only. I don't need events which will happen next year. It doesn't concern me. What concerns me, the events which are going to happen next week. So we filter the events to only the events which is going to happen on the nearby time frame. So in our case, we have time frame of 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and 3 months, 6 months. So by default, we filter to only 1 week. And if the user chooses to see events which will happen during the next 2 weeks or 1 month, he can change the filter. This extra layer gives also, again, less information on the map, and then it is easy to be visualized, easy to scan the location and see what's happening. And another layer also we have added is to add drawer. The drawer will show the data on the map so that you can easily, for example, if you only see groups, okay, so it will be easy. You can easily click on any group, and then you see what is the data points, what is inside in the drawer. Okay, so instead of me, for example, I'll tell you why we did that. So instead of me zoom in, so that I can reach to a point, so that I can see the details inside this point, I can just click on the group, and then I will see a drawer. And this drawer will have the data, the details, cards, the details for this specific group. Okay, so that I can just swap right or swap left, and I see the data points for this group. I don't have to keep zoom in. Okay, so this again give the user a capability to see the details for the markers without getting inside to zoom in, so that he can go deeper on the low zoom level, so that he can see the location he wants. Okay, this is kind of those extra filters and showing the details on the card. Kind of our app specific use cases. Maybe in different app it's a bit different. You can use a filter, for example, by location. Okay, so user can filter, for example, only on the hotels exist in the US because he's traveling to the US. Okay, so why should I show him hotels in everywhere in the world when he's only traveling to the US? Or I show him the hotels he can book on the next 1 week only. Okay, why? Because he's traveling next week. Why should I show him the hotels available on the next year? Okay, uh, so you can choose your filter. The point is to add a filter. The point is to add some call out or pop up to show the details inside the clusters or the groups. Okay, so he don't have to zoom in, zoom out to see the details. I hope this is useful for us when we implement. It's a real app. When we implement those changes, they have really make a huge impact on the app. This is a real production app. It is not. It's not just a tutorial. So this is how we do build a production app. We'll see you in the next video.